When we crashed into OPST, you described your performance with the word furry. Will that mean that you guys will be acting as animals, by any chance?
No.
Radiate. Your dose of campus entertainment only on RP Radiate909.
Welcome to RP Radiate909, your dose of campus entertainment. And today you're listening to Arts Unfolded Reflection Arts Festival 2025, where we will be performing the past.
Welcome to episode 2.
Ooh.
I am Gianna, and together with me is my wonderful host,
Erlisya. So in the last episode of Arts Unfolded, Ben and Michaela interviewed Kara from Attitude and Brianna from Rhapsody. And here with us today, we're joined by two incredible IGs whom are no strangers to the stage, Style Groovaz Crew and Operation Theatre.
Woohoo!
I'm Isaac. I'm from Operation Theatre.
Hi, I'm Nadiah and I'm from SGC.
Yay! Hey, thank you so much for being here with us today, Isaac and Nadiah. Before we dive into today's theme, we're kicking things off with a little game to get to know our guest a little better. It's time for Stage or Story, our take on a childhood favorite game, True or False. We'll read out some statements about our guest, IG, and they'll tell us whether it's stage, which is true, or story, completely made up. Then they'll give us the real scoop.
So the first statement is, SGC specializes only in hip-hop and urban choreography.
That's false. Okay, so I know SGC is mainly for hip-hop, but we also do venture out in a lot of other genres, such as not only hip-hop, we also do open, lyrical, we can also do, like right now we're venturing a little bit into Afro or dancehall, but it's not like our main thing. Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, what is your favorite dance style?
Oh, okay. So I'm actually still like exploring my favorite dance style, but for now it would be open. So it's a bit more on like, I wouldn't say it's like lyrical, it's a bit just more fluid, and it's a lot of internal energy rather than really like rah-rah and external.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So for OPST, do your members only act?
No, actually, I'm one of the examples is because before RAF, I actually only focused more on production side. I was usually focused more on becoming the assistant production manager or like sound designing or like multimedia designing. And right now we have like, for OPST we have actors and we also have a backstage crew to help support the actors. We have our very own costume, makeup, hair team, CMH, and we have our also very own props team . So yeah, we don't only just act.
Okay, but I'm actually very curious. What's your favorite role? Like, is it stage manager or like director?
My favorite role is actually just being being the director of the show because I'm really interested and passionate about like sharing the stories on the show to people, like sending a message to like the audience .
Okay. Next one is, SGC's annual showcase is called Emergence.
Yeah, that is true. Emergence is our freshie debut showcase, and it's also where the current batches of SGC get to showcase like where we're currently at right now. Can showcase our different styles and flavors. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna bring you back to memory lane. What did you perform for your Emergence debut?
Okay, so what I performed for my Emergence debut was actually a lyrical style. Yeah, so it was very, very different from hip hop because actually, okay, I used to come from contemporary dance in secondary school. So doing lyrical for me wasn't that hard. But for my other members who had no like experience in lyrical at all, they obviously struggled. But yeah, that's how we got better lah. So we just managed to push through. And honestly, I really enjoyed it because I feel that it was very different from the rest of the items, where it was more like if you watch last year's Emergence, it was 20th anniversary, so a lot of the previous batches came about and they did a lot of like rah-rah and really like crazy items like really crazy items. The energy was like up there, but then when you watch our item, it was like it was like a breather, like quite relaxing. Yeah,
that's
so yeah.
Do you remember what song by any chance?
I do. It's called wait.
It's imprinted in your head already.
It's by Teddy Swims. Lose Control. Yes, that was the main
Oh, is it
one.
the? I watched your Emergence last year, and I
you
saw
did?
you. Were you the one that like flew in the
Yeah,
air?
I was gonna-
Yeah, like
I
threw out in
got
the air.
launched by my mates.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
so in the air.
I think I need to watch that.
Yeah, it's on YouTube actually. Oh, there was another song also. I think it was Open Up or something. It was by Gallant. But the
Nice.
main one was Lose Control.
Oh, okay, that is very interesting. I really need to watch that. I'm gonna search that on YouTube after this. Okay, so before we dive into our first showcase, here's one more statement to get us thinking. Isaac, when we crashed into OPST, you described your performance with the word furry. Will that mean that you guys will be acting as animals, by any chance?
No. We're not actually acting as animals. What we're actually acting on is basically we're acting with the ensemble, is the kids of Mama. And her Ma herself. And like, there's basically this scene where I don't want to spoil the show though. So you need to like watch the show. That's like you understand furries. So like, I don't want to spoil it, but it's also a really cool scene. It's a very dystopian scene. Like,
When I first watched it, guys, I thought I was in a horror movie.
it's very horror. It's
Oh,
very
I was
horror
actually
style.
there
yeah.
with the
Really?
Yeah. It's like a bit horror
so
style.
let's take a closer look at OPST's interpretation of Mama Looking for Her Cat by the late Kuo Pao Kun and why this story continues to resonate across generations.
Mm-hmm.
So can I actually ask, what's the symbolism of Ma and cat? Because I'm convinced that it's not just Ma and the cat. There's a background behind it or
Oh.
something.
So the symbolism between Ma is basically more about how it's like a retelling on the older generation. And then the cat itself is basically our culture and how Ma is consistently looking for this culture and like this heritage in the show lah. Time back to SG60, where we are actually progressing as a nation. We're growing older, but OPST has to pose a question: as you're growing older and we're like basically revolutionizing, we're trying to ask the question: what did we lose? What did we leave behind? Because the older generation are like they keep chasing after this like connection, this memory they have of the past. So in this show, is basically Ma has 8 kids lah, and then she's basically watched them grow up, and when they grow up, they like further lose their connection with their own mother. So as like the show like goes on, it shows that the Ma has like started looking for the cat instead. So this cat symbolizes the connection she lost from her kids, and also how we're losing our heritage, our culture. Like one example is the fact that a lot of Singaporeans nowadays around our age, we can't speak our mother tongue that fluently anymore. Yeah, can you speak your Malay very fluently? Oh,
Okay, but
I'm
it's
guilty of
not
that.
super fluent. Like I have to think a bit before I speak and switch to Malay. Like for me, English is definitely still my first language. But it's not that I lost my mother tongue completely, I feel.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Compared to other people, I do feel like I still can speak Malay quite a fair bit. Yeah.
And in my opinion, I wasn't able to like really get into Malay because my first language that I learned was Chinese. Because kindergarten, there wasn't many Malay kindergartens at my time, so Chinese was the only way. Yeah.
Wow.
For me, I feel like I'm also losing touch from my own mother tongue. My mother tongue is Tagalog. And like although my parents speak it at home, because like I'm mainly outside. I used to be in childcare when I was younger, so I was mainly surrounded by English. So I can only speak English right now. So I guess like this generation can really relate with Ma. Can we ask more about the different art forms that will be involved in this show?
the different art forms is quite a lot. It's like we have shadow puppets for multimedia, and we also have like the subtitles, which is like it's a lot of like transitions, you know. And the thing about the multimedia is I'm the multimedia like in charge of it lah. So I'm the one that in charge of the team, and I'm super proud of like one of the members because we actually designed all our multimedia on PowerPoint. Actually, we animated all on PowerPoint.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's turn the time out when the actor says the word. Because Ma, she's year 1 and she's very very good. She does the entire show in Chinese.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Love
we
you,
had to
Octavia.
translate it for like our non-Chinese speaking audience. So
That's interesting.
yeah, another art form that's being used is Foley arts actually.
Oh,
Use live sound. Cause we are collaborating with both CE and genre, and also magic. But I'll get the magic later. CE and genre, they're trying something new. They're trying to become Foley art artists. So one of the scenes where they're talking, where they're like sending letters to Ma, the musicians are actually like creating the sound effects for it. So one example I can think about is that when they say that, oh, I'm traveling to Paris to eat wine and drink, to drink wine and eat cheese. Then the Foley art artists are like clicking their glasses and then also pouring wine into a cup. Yeah, it's very cool.
In real time.
Yeah, real time. So
That's so cool.
yes, the segment you can also see. So another art form that I feel like is also being played about, talking about how magic is like showcasing the audience of what we're losing behind. So I know they're doing a few tricks. I'm not too certain on what type of tricks they're doing, but I know they're having a theme of which the theme of their magic tricks all tie back to childhood games.
Oh.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so now we know that Ma is about an elderly woman. So were there any involvements of outside individuals to help get the sense for the actors to like be in the shoes of the elderly?
There wasn't really like any moment where we actually focus on the elderly themselves, but we actually focus more on like the kids themselves, because I think both me and Gloria feels that the kids really play a crucial role, because they're the one that from young, the one that actually grows up and like slowly lose their connection from Ma. So Gloria was trying to focus. Gloria is the artistic director of the show, and she's our trainer. She's the one that tried to focus more on really focusing on how do we showcase this childhood innocence and how urbanization affects these kids and how the loss of culture. So we went through like our art science museum to like play, basically learn, and then we also went to Wild Wild Wet to also learn more.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Wait, I
we went to
wanna
Wild
go
Wild Wet.
now.
Yeah. Then after that, we also like slowly just start learning that we play a lot. After that, we slowly learn that after we play, we slowly lose touch. Then we start learning how like we become more serious as we grow up, like further through the show.
So you mentioned actually earlier during the multimedia thing about the kids going to like the wine and cheese.
Yeah.
So
Oh, the sound effects,
yeah,
yeah.
do they like learn like do your actors speak different language? Like because that one kind of say like they're in France. So is there gonna be people speaking French on stage?
It's actually the whole show is in multilingual, so it'll be in Chinese, English, Tamil, and Hindi.
Oh.
So yeah, that's it. But we don't actually learn her speaking French or anything. It's a very small segment only. But yeah, that's the part where we play a translation game with the audience. So there's also a lot of audience interaction where like we shout out like a word and you say the translation. Okay, I'll play with you right now. Okay, Nadiah.
Wait, translation
Yeah.
in like my mother tongue?
Yeah, my tongue.
Okay.
What is the translation for elite schools?
I'm gone.
Something sekolah.
Yeah, something
Something
sekolah.
sekolah.
Well, the translation is 很好的学校.
Chinese guys, Chinese.
So yeah, you need like watch the show. There's a lot of translation, a lot of audience interaction. I'm really proud of the fact. Yeah. So you can actually feel immersed in the show itself. You won't get bored. You really won't get bored.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, I
and
want to
a
watch.
little and a little birdie told me that you mix more than one of Kopakun's act in your performance.
Oh yeah. We mix another show called Silly Little Girl and the Old Funny Tree. I think that's a title. I might be mistaken, but it's basically this tree is talking. The significance of this show is actually a reflection of Mama herself, because we have a storyteller and basically we tell a story of like the silly little girl and the old funny tree, where it's a reflection of Ma's actual personal story and growth. How she grows up to take care of these kids and they slowly abandon her. And then she gets angrier and angrier, but like it's just no use, I guess. They slowly start losing her from their life.
Okay, that's actually very like insightful. Like I really now want to watch Ma. I'm gonna go get some tickets now. Anyways,
my
thank you so
tickets.
much for that moving look into Ma. It's really a reminder that language isn't just about how we speak, it's how we connect, remember, and belong.
And you know, one thing that really stands out in RAF is how different each IG's art form is. Like for OPST, it's raw storytelling in theatre, and to SGC's rhythm and emotion in dance.
Exactly, and yet somehow those differences come together beautifully to tell a larger story.
That's right. So from my knowledge, as you said just now, Ma is a show put together by not only OPST, but genre, Chinese ensemble, and magic. So Isaac, how was it working alongside the IGs that are so different from yours? Like, was it challenging, or did it open any new perspectives?
I feel like at first it was really challenging because there's a lot of cultural difference between each IG. Like I think if my OPST kids met your SGC kids, it will take a very, very long while for them to get used to each other. Like, there's a bit of a disconnect between each IGs. It felt very isolated. Like each IG only hang out their own circle, each IG hang out their own circle. Like musicians already bonded because there are a lot of music rehearsals together. But the problem is that Magic was very, Magic and OPST bonded a lot more because they also hang out with us a lot. So it was a bit like when we had combined rehearsals, it was a bit isolated when drama and also music combined together because it has that weird disconnect. But as slowly as we got to get familiar with each other, like became warmer and warmer, and then it brought us new perspective on things that we had never seen before. Because the way we actors see things and the way our musicians see things are very, very different. Because I feel like a moment is a bit too empty, they might want to add a new sound effect. Where you feel like a moment where it is too, like we can play the sound effects more, we can like add more life to it. Basically, we can build upon each other. Basically, like making a very, very beautiful story lah with Ma.
Other than different art forms, we know that SGC is also working with different IGs such as modern dance, which is very different from you guys, right?
Oh, actually, we're not working with modern dance right now. That's capoeira.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, there's different segments of the play where some IGs will work together
yeah.
and some IGs. Also, who are you
Yeah.
working with?
For SGC, we're not working with any IG right now, but we're working. We have two separate items. So one is a current item, and another one is alumni item. So alumni item is basically the choreographer is alumni, and we invite other alumni to be part of our item as well. Yeah.
So you guys are working with your seniors, or like the seniors get their own segment and you guys get your own segment?
We're working with our seniors.
And how is it like working
okay,
with them?
so I'm in alumni item. I'm not in current item.
Oh, okay.
But so how it's like working with seniors or like alumni that you're not like sometimes I'm not really close to like that many alumni, although I am close to some of them, but like not all of them, right? It was a bit awkward at first because I would say the team dynamic was a bit like off. Like we didn't really know each other, but we had to go straight into prac. So naturally we would stick within our own little batches. So for me, I stick with like my own batch, my own batchmates, and then like the seniors and alumni are kind of like together. So there's a bit of a disconnection there. But I would say that among like when time passes by, it was actually like it gets better lah, cause we just start like joking around with each other, and then like I just start like talking to whoever's around me for that position. You know what I mean? So I would just say that it just takes a lot of time to really get that group like dynamic together. And also another thing about SGC is that after pracs we usually go to this place called Sampan. So it's like at Woodlands. It's like a hangout place near the MRT.
Oh.
Yeah, so you just buy food and then you sit there and talk.
So now let's talk more about your performance, ZUBIR.
So it takes us into the life and legacy of ZUBIR Said, the man behind Majulah Singapura. And I wanted to ask, why do you guys choose ZUBIR as your team for Muse 14 this year?
Okay, so the overall topic was chosen by Zaini.
And just for context for our viewers, Zaini is Mr. Zaini Tahir. It's our creative director of TRCC. Yes.
But I do know that, okay, for Muse, for SGC's alumni item, we kind of focus a bit more into ZUBIR's legacy and like his life after he kind of got his whole like life together. So it's about how he really love and like he has his passion for music as well as for his love for his like muse. Muse, you know what I mean? Yeah, but it just focuses on his like passion and love for music lah as a whole. But I do know that a lot of other IGs basically it's quite interesting because it kind of takes you off like ZUBIR's timeline for Muse lah, because every single IG and performance has their own synopsis to the show. So for example, like if I'm not wrong, Silatra, they kind of focus on his traditional side. So when he was in like West Sumatra, Indonesia, and then for example Dharma, they kind of go more into the timeline of when he enters the film industry. And then so there's different acts like that, so it kind of goes as time passes by. Then for SGC's current item, they talk about his filial piety and how he breaks out of it. So how he kind of breaks free from his parents' expectations and tries to get his own independence. So I would say it's very interesting lah, because at the end of the day, that Muse for ZUBIR this year is all about dancing. Like you just see dancers, but there's actually like a deeper meaning into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait, Okay, so I just wondering because I'm like listening to this. Will there be someone playing Zubir side, or is it like how is it gonna work?
It's not exactly anybody playing as Zubir's side. It's more of his entire journey as a whole. Yeah, so it's not like anybody's gonna act as him, you know. I do feel like, okay, actually, I don't know. But maybe in different items you can see, maybe if they have like one person standing, then maybe that's Zubir. I don't know. It's kind of like up to your interpretation. But
Yes.
it's not like a play or anything like that. You know, it's more. It's just really like getting his emotions into that dance. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I mean, it sounds like it's gonna be a different performance that we're all very used to, where there's like one person playing like the main character.
Yeah, so talking about that, what was the most challenging part of representing someone so iconic through dance?
For this, right? Okay, so I'm not the choreographer or anything for the items, but I do have my friend who's the choreographer for Silatra's item, and I'm not sure if they have anybody playing as Zubir, but it just boils down to a lot of research, especially for my choreographer as well. I would say the hard part about this is really, really getting into research and knowing your stuff about Zubir, because obviously it would be wrong to like misrepresent him and his legacy and things like that. I think it's also about getting the audience to really understand what they're trying to portray and show through their pieces. So yeah, it's just a lot on that research backhand stuff. Yeah, and really getting the audience to connect. So I think if you guys do watch Muse this year, you'll try to like, I don't know, maybe you guys could try to guess like which timeline this is about, or like what value they're trying to portray about Zubir. Yeah, because it's not very like straight up, you know, like it kind of gets the audience to think a bit more. Yeah.
Yes, I'm definitely watching that. Just listening to them, I want to watch, like buy tickets and watch their performance.
Last question. If Zubir could watch your performance, what message do you hope he'll take away from it?
That's very deep.
Ooh, we gotta put some thinking into that.
What message would I want him to know? I think it's just, wow, this is hard. I think it's just for him to know that, like, the current generation still do know about him and his journey, and like we're actively trying to, how do I say?
Like appreciate him.
Yeah, we're actively trying to appreciate him and his entire love and passion for music and what he does lah. So because I'm pretty sure like nowadays people will only know Zubir as the guy who made our national anthem, but actually he's like really so much more than that. So I hope he knows that like maybe the current generation still knows about him, still deeply appreciates his art. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like thanks to him they inspire like young artists. Like probably if it weren't for him, there wouldn't be like schools like LaSalle and
That's
NAFA
true,
right
yes.
now. So
Yeah, thank you so much, Nadiah,
Welcome.
for bringing Zubir's spirit to life through dance.
yeah. Now we're gonna ask more about how do you guys interpret that? How Zubir and Ma ties back to this year's theme Rendezvous.
Like, how does it connect with this team? As we
Yeah.
know, Rendezvous run for people. Yeah.
Oh, for me, I feel like Rendezvous basically showcase a lot of connection, right, among the people. And Ma actually showcases the isolation some people feel if they are not part of this connection. As Ma slowly progresses through the show, she's very connected with her kids, but slowly she becomes very isolated from them. And the only companion she has is the cat, which is basically a representation of her culture. We can try to connect as much people as possible. Some people are really isolated. And in the showcase, maybe like the effects, if we don't try to connect, we don't make an active effort to connect everyone together as one like community. And like we just purposely seclude some people. This is basically the isolation they feel. I think that's the emotion trying to showcase through this show.
Okay, this is a bit hard, but I do feel like how it ties back to the whole run is that Muse is like, okay, for Zubir, I feel like it's just to get the current audience or like the younger audience to really know and appreciate like, how do I say, the things that made art. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Zubir had a really big play in what like art is now for like Singapore, and he can be an inspiration to many in the art scene. So I do feel like it's about like connecting our, how do I say, not connecting our past, but
Connecting
more
our
of
past to our future?
it's like
present?
it's like it's like how he inspires a lot of like talents
Oh.
nowadays, you know.
Yeah.
So it like connects in that way. Does that make sense? I don't know. Yeah.
Guys.
It's just about appreciating our like past and heritage lah.
Yeah.
I mean that's how I interpret it.
Yeah, as you mentioned, like the artists that we have now, they wouldn't have been here if it weren't for ZUBIR.
Yeah.
So it's artists like you guys that makes our stories come to life.
Now, before we wrap up today's episode, could we get our guests to share a quick reminder for our listeners when and where your upcoming performances will be and how our audience can catch them live? Oh, and don't forget to plug in your Instagram handles.
Muse 14 ZUBIR will be on 1st November 8 p.m. at TRCC, and you guys can get the tickets. It's still available, and it's only, if I'm not wrong, $10 excluding the handling fee. And it's really worth it because $10 for many, many different IGs and dancers coming together to, you know, portray this whole show together is really, really remarkable. And I do feel like it's very worth it. So please go and buy tickets. It's still available. Yes. And you can find Style Groovaz Crew on Instagram at Style Groovaz Crew, as well as TikTok. Yes.
Yeah.
For Ma, you can catch it live. You can catch, I think our ticket you can still get them. They're still available. I know our first night is selling out soon, so do get it. Rush for it. Our socials is at OPST Theatre, both on Instagram and TikTok.
Once again, thank you so much to our guests, Isaac and Nadiah, for coming down here, taking the time to join us. We had such an insightful sight on Ma and ZUBIR. Don't forget to check out their showcase on Reflection Arts Festival, as they just mentioned, 2025, and make sure to follow Reflection Arts Festival at Reflection Arts Festival on Instagram and visit rp.edu.sg/reflections for more info.
While you're there, make sure to drop by South Agora from 4:30 p.m. on the 4th of November for the Talk Sing Song open mic segment hosted by Radiate909 in conjunction with the Makan Makan Visual Arts Exhibition by Artitude, Photo Republic and Radiate909.
And stay tuned for the last episode of Arts Unfolded, episode 3, Music as Reflection and Resilience, interviewing RP Wind Symphony and Gamalan Naga Kencana.
Follow our Instagram at RP Radiate909 for your dose of campus entertainment. This has been Arts Unfolded, where the stories behind the arts truly unfold.
Stay inspired, stay curious, and we'll see you at the festival. Bye!